Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. How have you been? And a happy new month to you all. So today I have a very interesting YouTube video topic for today. But before I get into that, I want to remind you that it's September, and as I promised, September we are coming back with the Storytime series. And the Storytime series is just fun, nice stories that I experience from day to day. So don't worry, from next week on Tuesday, we are going to be here with a new video, okay? It is just that on Tuesday I was a very tired human being, so I could not record anything. Today I want us to talk about HIV and sex. Why do I want us to talk about this? Because first of all, a lot of people associate HIV highly with sex, and people think if I have HIV, I am a written off person, I can no longer have sex as a person living with HIV. So first of all, it's true that HIV is highly infected through sex, but this is where the but comes in. You have to be living with HIV, not virally suppressed, not on treatment, and definitely not taking your, okay, I said not on treatment, and definitely you don't know your status or that one of your partner. Then the infection, English is becoming difficult. Then the infection happens, but sorry, what was I supposed to say? The infection happens during that process. So a lot of people tend to think, there's this thing, I've seen a lot of the lists coming up, people saying, I have slept with 300 people, I have infected all of them. There is a science behind HIV transmission, and it does not work like that. It is not githeri you are giving people a take. It doesn't work like that. It is something that it has a process. If this person was living with HIV and they were on treatment, the probability of you getting infected is going to be very, very little, okay? So first of all, what do you have to know? As a person who just tested for HIV and you have just found out that you are HIV positive, are you going to have sex? Are you going to be in a relationship? What happens when you get a new partner and they tell you, hi baby, so how about you just come over so that we can get down? What are you supposed to say? First of all, you don't stop using condoms. Whether you are both HIV positive or a despondent couple. Why? As long as you have not yet been declared undetectable, continue using condoms. If not, encourage your partner to use PrEP if they're HIV negative. Why? If you're both HIV positive, it's advisable to use condoms for the both of you because to avoid what we call reinfection. Remember, HIV has very many strains, so your partner might end up infecting you with a different strain. So always use condoms until the doctor. Remember, undetectable, you just don't wake up and say, I am undetectable. No, you actually get tested, do a viral load test, and then you declare undetectable. So don't stop using condoms. And if you have more than one partner, then weka condom mpangoni, tembea nayo. Akikwambia haimtoshei, kumbuka condom inatoshea mguu ya mtoto mdogo. Sawa? Okay. Another thing, for people with HIV, it takes at least 6 months for your viral load to become undetectable. That is thanks to DTG, the new regimen. I have done a video about the medication regimen, so you can check it out. So it takes at least 6 months for you to become undetectable. And the viral load test is done after every 6 months, that is twice a year. So ensure that you wait until you've actually been declared undetectable, and then you can start having unprotected sex. But it has to be with one partner. You cannot have unprotected sex with Kevo, Jemo, all those people, and you're living, and you are, and you are living with HIV and you've just been told you're undetectable. Then you say, sasa, this is my time. No, you will end up getting another STI or a reinfection from all those other people. So if you are in like 5 relationships where you can, if you form a committee, a small committee they can fit in, please ensure you're using condoms or they are using PrEP. But I insist on the condom part because the condoms prevent HIV and other STIs. And as a person living with HIV, you are very susceptible. You're prone to getting other infections. Okay, so don't go out there risking. They say when you have HIV, it is one relationship at a time. But until they marry you, date them all. I did not say that. It is a saying. So when you have an undetectable viral load, it only stops HIV from being passed on, but it does not stop other STIs and it does not stop a reinfection. People think that if you become undetectable, then you are, oh my God, I can do whatever I want. You can't do whatever you want. An undetectable viral load only prevents you passing on HIV to another person, but it does not prevent you from getting HIV again. Okay? Ensure you get tested for other STIs. Remember that apart from HIV, we have hepatitis, we have herpes, we have, actually herpes is very ugly, oh God. We have gonorrhea, we have syphilis, we have what else? We have a lot of them. I have forgotten the others. And some of the other STIs actually cause infertility. So please ensure that regularly you get tested for HIV. You need to tell your partner or partners to use a condom if you cannot actually tell them you have HIV. Why do you need to do that? Because then you prevent yourself and them from an infection. Living with HIV does not stop you from having sex. Remember that. Living with HIV does not prevent you from having children who are HIV negative. Living with HIV does not prevent you from getting married and being in a relationship and dating. But living with HIV does prevent you from the number of partners you can actually date. Because you can't date 7 people and you're living with HIV. You will end up messing your immune system. And that is why some of you come to me and tell me, I've been on ARVs for 7 years and I'm still not undetectable. How many people are you dating in this time that you have been taking your ARVs? Because that is also something that actually messes up with your immune system. Okay, so remember, we have to deal with the immune system part. You can live a normal life with as a person living with HIV. You can take your ARVs every day. You can eat well, exercise. I hate when people tell me eat well and exercise. But anyway, that is a story for another time. You can live a normal life, lead a normal life, including have sex as regularly as you want, but ensure that it is protected. A lot of you associate HIV with promiscuity, but it's not the right thing. HIV is not for promiscuous people. I was born with HIV. Some people who inject drugs get HIV. Some people get HIV through blood transfusion. It's very minimal nowadays, however, but it happens. We cannot rule it out, but it's very minimal. So ensure that you are protecting yourself. And as I always insist, if you're HIV negative, stay negative. Kukunywa ARV kila siku ni kazi mingi, hauhitaji. So if you're HIV negative, stay negative. Use PrEP because it prevents HIV. Use condoms all the time. Know your status. By the way, the only way of knowing your status, let me tell you, you can look at me and you say, she does not look like she has HIV. Why? Because we are not supposed to look like we have HIV. Otherwise, then this medication we have been taking this whole time will not be working. So the whole reason for you to doubt my HIV status is for you to look at me and say, akai wale watu wako na HIV. Kwa nini? Kwa sababu ninakunywa dawa. It is the same thing. You are not supposed to look at somebody and just assume they are HIV negative. Until they test, use a condom. And don't use 2 condoms, because I hear some people use 2 condoms. That is a very bad thing. In fact, it is not protecting. You are just exposing yourself, because both of them will end up tearing, and then you can actually check out the video I did about proper, correct and consistent condom use. Let nobody ask you, ati babe, aki how ni trust? The only trust you need there is trust condom. Please do not, because that statement has left people drinking ARVs for the rest of their life. So protect yourself, enjoy your life responsibly, however, and let us meet here on Tuesday for a brand new video on Storytime series. And please subscribe, share, watch, tell everybody that I have a YouTube channel. By December 31st, we need 10,000 subscribers. Okay? Bye. See you on the next one.